The Logitech pencil from Crayola works with the iPad Air 3, 9.7, and apparently works with all the iPads now. This is a huge feature that or something that I think is good for the iPads because you don't have to spend a bunch of money on the Apple Pencil if you don't want to. If you're not an artist, hey, this will be a good thing to doodle and take notes with. So for 69 bucks or 49 if you got it like I did, it's a great deal.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video. This is my follow-up video after about 6 or 7 days with the iPad Air, the iPad Air 3, the 2019 Apple iPad Air, all the same. This is the latest iPad from Apple, period. This is the Air. This iPad, to me, after having it for a week or so, it's like a combination of like 3 of the other iPads that I had. The iPad 11 Pro, the iPad 10.5 Pro, and then also, read my Bible, I will do that, yes, Lord. And also the 9.7 iPad. So it's the 10.5 is where it obviously takes the most from with the hardware. Let's take a look at the hardware. You can see it pretty much looks and feels exactly like the 10.5 Pro. This is really thin though. You've got a docking situation going on up here. And then you've got a different camera bump there. But you still got your volume rocker, and you got 2 microphones here, and you got a headphone jack there. You've got stereo speakers instead of quad speakers, and you still have the home button. I love fingerprint readers on tablets. I think it's great. After testing out the Pro with the camera, I couldn't do it. It's nice, but there was something about it. I don't think it was ready yet. And that's a personal preference. I just like to unlock very quickly like this. Now, I do have a tempered glass on here. I just jumped on Amazon and bought me a 2-pack for $5.99. Didn't feel like doing a video for it, because I actually just use this in regular use every day. But the hardware itself, watching videos on this 10.5 hardware. So this design is a design that when I hear people say it doesn't bring anything new to the table, there's nothing exciting about it, it doesn't stand out, I'm shocked by that, because the speakers on here are definitely doable. That was at max volume, and it's a good set of speakers on it. They're stereo speakers. They're pretty loud for what they are, and watching media on this display is really nice. So it borrows a lot from obviously it borrows a whole bunch from the 10.5 iPad Pro, but as far as the 11 goes, the internals. You've got an Apple A12 Bionic chip. And I checked it out with Apple and they said, Jay, you're not really going to find that much difference in performance. So I'm going through opening things up. I'm like, man, it's got to be something, man. It's got to be, nope, it's pretty much the same. Everything works perfectly fine. The speediness, the fluidness, and I guess I'll just pop open a game or something real quick. I'll just pop this open and see. But performance on here to me is perfectly fine. And I'll just demo this game real quick for you and show you here. It's impressive. It's not going to be this. And I haven't downloaded a lot of my games that I normally would play. For the one reason that, side note, on Apple, everything costs like $10 for things that are free on Android. I don't understand that, man. But this game is kind of a graphic intensive game, man. It pulls a lot, but it still flows right along on the iPad. Yeah, I died. That's a hard level. But nonetheless, content on here, gaming on here, everything is super easy and super fluid on here. So not having the 120 refresh rate, some people think that that's an issue. I don't think so. I think it's just going to be perfectly fine. This has 4 cores in the GPU instead of 6. And it's a hexa-core processor instead. It's still 7 nanometer though. So the processing power is there. Trust me. Hardware is perfectly fine on here. Now, my experience with this thing overall has been great. No issues at all. If you don't know who Bridge is a company. If you're wanting some kind of laptop type experience, you want to get Bridge. Their products, and I've reviewed this already. This is my Bridge keyboard, and it actually works very well with this 10.5 iPad Air. This was brought out for the Pro, but it actually works well with no problems. I haven't had any. Oh, it's already connected. So if you're wanting some kind of tablet-like experience, you'll get it here. The keyboard is really, really nice. You can get, I just typed in hello and that came up. You can get a really nice experience coupling this Bridge keyboard with this. You've got a Siri button right there. You got all the commands. If you want like a somewhat of a laptop replacement, this keyboard I've found is really, really nice. And it lasts for a year on a charge. So trust me when I tell you, it's a beast. I haven't charged this thing in over a year. No, it's been over. I think I've charged it once in the last year and a half. I think it is. That's the truth. So there's plenty of ways to make this feel better. But the tablet itself, man, the cameras. Now, originally I was shooting a video for review with this front camera. And I'll go ahead and pop some of that up right now. I'll just close out the audio, but I sat right here and I shot a full review for maybe 10 minutes with the, I shot it in portrait mode. That's what I like to do. I was just doing something different in that video. And the quality is ridiculous. As a matter of fact, I'll pop it up instead of putting it here on the tablet. But so this is the video that I was originally going to post for this, but this is the front camera on this tablet. These tablets this tablet shoots in 1080p at 30 frames per second for the front and the rear, and it's also HDR. So the quality is super, super nice, man. This is really good footage, and I think Apple has done right by their tablet users, but the computers I have all have kind of lame front cameras or cameras on them. I don't understand that. Apple, get it together. This is a powerful laptop. The Wi-Fi connection is good. Bluetooth 5.0. It's really good, man. There's so much to like. The performance is good. There's just, I don't know. There's not much I can say about this, but it's a good freaking tablet. And that's just a real world opinion about it. I don't know what else to tell you. It's $499. Obviously, I got mine for like $200 because I traded in my old tablet and I got my military discount. So I only paid like $200 for this. It's a really good tablet. Even if I didn't pay my military discount, I was still going to trade in my other tablet and get this regardless because I wanted to go back to the bigger screen over the 9.7 I had. So the front camera is 7 megapixels at 2.2 aperture, and the rear is 8 megapixel at 2.4 aperture. And it's got autofocus. It's really, really solid, man. This is a really nice tablet. So I would suggest though you put a tempered glass on here, just for reference. You don't have to, but put a tempered glass on it. I think you'll be pretty happy with the results of what you get here for usability. Because I have one on here now, and there's absolutely nothing, no lag or ghost touches or anything. It's really, really solid. So it's your man Jay. A little follow-up video on the iPad Air 3 or 2019 iPad Air. It's good, folks. Grab it if you want to.